Hey class, everyone take your seats. Today's lesson is going to be about commas. Now a lot of you might just think of commas as a dot with a tail that is easily overlooked and not really a big deal. But commas are important because they can change the meaning of a sentence and they can have a group of people really feel the message that you're trying to get across. If you guys can take out your workbooks and turn to page 4. And Erin, would you mind reading the brief pause box on that page?
Sure. A comma represents a brief pause in the flow of a sentence. When you're faced with deciding whether a comma is used correctly, say the sentence out loud and listen for that brief pause.
Thank you. So now that box mentioned saying the sentence out loud. When you're taking your test, you probably won't be able to talk, but in your head, if you can say the sentence in your head and listen for those brief pauses, those natural pauses, then it'll help you get the right answer and find where the comma should go. So now to listen to those natural pauses, we're going to listen to Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, his I Have a Dream speech. Are you guys all familiar with that? All right, good. Okay, so hopefully with that example you were able to see how pausing can really add emphasis to the message you're trying to give. On the other hand, if you don't use commas correctly, your meaning can be completely lost. This book, Eats, Shoots, and Leaves, by Lynn Truss, gives a lot of good, simple examples of how improper use of a comma can change the meaning of a sentence. So the first example is slow, children crossing, and improperly used, slow children crossing. So you can see how that short sentence is completely changed. Another example, go, get him doctors, and incorrectly, go get him doctors. Another example, Becky walked on, her head a little higher than usual. And incorrectly used, Becky walked on her head a little higher than usual. And the last example, look at that huge hot dog. And incorrectly, look at that huge hot dog. So you can definitely see from those simple examples how incorrect use of a comma changes all of those sentences. Okay, so now we're going to get out the workbooks and turn to page 3, and we're going to look at the first rule when using a comma that you're going to be tested on. Rule number 1 is use a comma to separate non-essential information from the rest of the sentence. So, separate non-essential information. Okay, so now can someone read the right example, the first one on that page?
Angel, who had only been on one real vacation before, had always wanted to go to the beach for spring break.